So, word on the street is that Phaedra and Chica check that little young boy and child. He got his gaydar rating. Gaydar. But anyway, he looked like he's just a teenager on the Phaedra, but I ain't mad at you, Phaedra. Go ahead on and rent you a man. But Phaedra said what you won't do is invite my ex here. Oh, she ain't having it. But Phaedra skipped the reunion. I wish Mel would have skipped the reunion sometime so they didn't have nothing to talk about. But anyway, here we go.
We want to know how many times y'all had would be a week. All right, Sweetie and Greg next. How many times?
I said twice a week. But during the fertility window, we try to get it in, have all the different types of sexes.
Okay.
Y'all gotta have more sex.
Oh, this is what I'm talking about, you guys. Oh my God.
So we gotta have a little baby lawsuit.
The baby lawsuit is coming soon, y'all. And we're gonna have a big grand baby shower.
Yes, and you're gonna plan.
And I'm gonna be responsible for it.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you want me to throw it, baby, it'd be grand, honey. If you want me to throw this child and throw this stuff.
Y'all see what they set her at? That is absolutely messy. And it says Quad and Dr. Gregory argument getting nasty. Married to medicine.
This in a circle.
She making fun of her fertility
program. Don't worry about it.
I think Quad is with G right now. Because why would she spend the money on her ex-husband's wife's baby shower?
Moving on from the men. We're hearing from the men. What would they say your most annoying feature is? Okay, Quad and King.
Oh, don't write.
Sleeping. She just falls asleep.
We can do a sleep study.
You get that ass to sleep.
You put her out. You put her out. You sorry and
Okay. Oh, wait. She didn't answer.
No, I'm not gonna write down. Let me tell you something.
This is sorry and
He is the one. I'm gonna jump in the pool.
Well, go on and cool yourself off. God has prepared me for him.
My life has changed.
Oh, she's still talking. Can we move on now? I love that Quad is talking, and I love y'all relationship. It's just awkward because Dr. G is right behind you.
This is like a volcano. Before it erupts big, you get this little bit of smoke coming out of it.
It's overflowing already.
No. But before it erupts, a little bit of smoke starts coming out. His face has been smoking the entire night.
This is his wife. I'm so uncomfortable for him.
Well, this is his wife.
Why are you uncomfortable for him?
She should be respected. Don't do that.
Well, Dr. G has not responded, so I'm just gonna go with he's not okay.
I don't really have no problem with it.
All right.
It's not awkward for me.
It should not be. I chose to end that marriage, and it's done. I am happy they are together, and I think they're a perfect fit. Listen, well, okay, you think so?
He wanted the marriage to end.
He did not.
Sorry. But it's perfect. You didn't say perfect. You didn't say perfect.
I didn't dose my bourbon properly.
Well, let me say something. I don't think there should be anyone who doesn't fight for their marriage. I mean, if you don't respect the institution of marriage. So I'll fall for my marriage, but that doesn't mean that
It
was
wasn't right
healthy
for us.
at all. It got to a
wasn't
point
right.
where it's very
It
unhealthy.
wasn't right for
And
us.
so I
Not
moved
not
on.
not in the morning, not
And
in
so-
the evening. It wasn't right.
I'm not counting nobody's drinks. I think Quad and had about 7 too many at this point.
And so I think she is the perfect fit for my ex-husband. And I'm supporting this marriage all the way.
Well, we don't care what you think.
Well, we don't care what you think. If you want to go there, go.
Oh, hell, we're dead. We're dead.
I'm not trying to go there.
But you just did. But you just did.
But you don't help people. You got a big mouth. I hope you're happy.
So he said, I hope you're happy. Now y'all got to admit that's very disrespectful. Quad is disrespecting that wife to the fullest.
She can be happy. Good.
But that's the narcissist that's being revealed. Okay, so he's uncomfortable right now. Quad.
Hey.
You have that.
Are you saying, baby?
Yes,
He said, are you saying baby? Oh, they got to Quad.
Baby.
This is teeter-tottering into the zone of disaster.
You're really.
Yeah, he trying to shut her up, but she said in her interview she did not want this man argue, a man argue with a woman. She said it should be woman to woman, and rightfully so. Quad is just disrespecting this girl right here. Sweet tea, y'all. This. And I like swap. I like everybody on this show. I like. Dr. Heavenly is in question though. Dr. Heavenly do too much. But let's keep it going.
I'm glamorous. You are what you want to be.
Look at that. Look how he looking. That's King. She done got his butt in trouble. King, you better run, King, run. Run, King, run. Yeah. Yeah, see, he's trying to shut her up. She gonna say, my man would never talk to me like that. He said, and Dr. G apologized to her later. He was so emotional. He's just human, y'all. He's human. And then Sweet Tea is gonna explain that Dr. G just lost his job. I don't know if he lost his job or what, but a lot of one of my best friend is one of his clients. They love Dr. G. He's a great doctor, y'all. So she said that he quit his job. I don't know what went behind it, but one of the patients found out by watching Married to Medicine, which is my best friend. She's so sad. I turned it down because I turned being down when I had to when they referred Dr. G to me, not because of anything, but anything he did wrong was because I am a blogger and I just didn't want to be in conflict with me and doing my commentary with Married to Medicine. But Dr. G got a lot going on. If he don't have that steady income coming in anymore, he's quit his job, they messing with him at work, workplace toxicity, he had to get the hell on. And then now, this girl too coming and antagonize, being passive aggressive. Look at King. Look how he looking back. He look like he is embarrassed, y'all.
I think where you go, what you want to be.
Listen,
Be good.
Greg is losing it. He has lost it.
Toya, you are. Don't y'all think Sweet Tea and Toya favor? Sweet Tea says she tired now. She done sat up there, Dr. J. She done sat up there and been quiet enough while your ex just been antagonistic, while your ex keep gaslighting, especially in my fertility problems.
Good, okay?
Good.
She's good, we're
The
good.
volume is real loud over there. My man would never speak to me like that.
Don't talk to her.
Where is the vibe check?
Thing. I felt like it was sensitive, and she was like trying to get, bless our marriage.
This comes from page 6. Sweet tea. Let me back it up, you guys. Yeah, page 6. This is Sweet Tea from Married to Melissa. Talking about her experience on Married to Medicine.
Not the greatest to live, but life happens, and a lot of things are thrown at you. You just gotta know how to catch it.
That's ideal. You've had a very busy season catching a lot.
Yes,
And I mean, there's so much to get into, but I feel what's on everyone's mind still is the most recent episode with the fight or the drama with Quad at the newlyweds-ish game that I feel was doomed from the start.
Yeah, definitely. I already knew that before going into the trip because I sat with Simone, and Simone was like, "Oh, Heaven's gonna come on the trip," and I already knew it was gonna be some BS. That's all I knew. I just knew it, so I was like, "Okay."
Privacy. Gelato.
Froyo.
Architecture.
Architecture.
Were you pleasantly surprised at how quiet she was during the fight? Because Dr. Evelyn only got in she only said one thing.
She only said one thing,
But
I think that it was still premeditated. I really do think it was premeditated.
Like with the questions and everything?
Yes. I mean, Heavenly's a one-trick pony. She is.
Okay.
She's the same trick up her sleeve every time. I know her too well.
One of the tricks she does is YouTube.
Well, I'm glad she learned Dr. Heavenly, not getting under her skin. She called her a one-trick pony. She say the same thing over and over and over. She got your spirit now, Heavenly. Y'all remember when Heavenly tried to shame this young girl fertility problems, right? I thought that was very disgraceful and very distasteful as a medical profession, you guys. But anyway, Sweet Tea is lovely.
Yeah, she does.
And she mentions a lot on YouTube.
Yes, she does.
So you a lot on YouTube.
Yes.
She was saying that there was more that we didn't see between you and Greg. Could you clarify that, or she kind of she was saying that
she's always putting more to a story because she loves attention. I don't know if you heard her background, her childhood, but she just loves attention, and there really wasn't more to the story. We sat there. There were name cards at the seats, so we sat behind Quad and her boyfriend. And so I just kind of felt like it was done on purpose, but hey, I was going to play the game, whatever. And so as they were answering the questions,
I'm glad you realized that, Sweet Tea, that they set you, your husband, by Quad and her new man. Oh, yeah, they did it on purpose just to be messy.
Like that Quad was being very long-winded. And but they kept turning around looking at us. And I'm like, hey, this should be about you and your man, some of these questions. And so, whenever she mentioned about having the baby shower and throwing me a baby shower, I felt like that was a little offensive. So I was just like, because we're not friends and I don't really know Quad like that. And we haven't had much of an interaction other than her coming to my bachelorette party and really at the end with the Met Gala and then the girls trip. So we haven't really had much of an interaction. I swear we haven't even had more than a 2-minute conversation.
Really?
And so for her to all of a sudden go from, she's happy for us one moment, the next moment she's shaming us and talking crap about me and making fun of my voice. And so then it's just like, I'm trying to figure out where did we go wrong?
Because I feel from what the viewers, or what I can see at least, it's a very hard situation for all of you. You're not trying to poke anything. You're kind of just going about, just being there, being happy. And it was something with this trip in particular that really set her off, I guess. And because for a while, I thought she just really wanted to brag about how much she loves her
guy.
Yeah. But then it took such a turn. And what was kind of going through your head when it was starting to turn that way? Because you said a lot of your co-stars were looking at you, but then it kind of felt very targeted from Quad.
Yes, it did. I think that she's an instigator and she is a professional victim. And so I guess kind of felt like, here you are in front of your man, you should be uplifting him, but never should you even mention your ex in that moment. And if Gregory did that to me, I would be upset. And so it really wasn't much. Gregory, he got upset. He was going through a lot of stuff at the time. He had just quit his job at the hospital, and he was going through a lot. And then not only that, I think that situation was traumatic for him too. And so you have to look at the actions of both of them. Is it Gregory antagonizing her, or is she antagonizing Gregory? And so I have to look at that. And she's even tried to come in and fight me. And so we don't have any beef with each other. And so she said, it's not you, but what is it? Okay, maybe it is my husband, but I don't quite understand what the issue is. And so, when she started talking about the baby thing, I felt like it was sensitive, and she's like trying to get, bless our marriage, or she was like, I approve of you. And I'm like, I didn't ask. I'm like, it was just awkward, and it was very random. It was weird. And so my husband, he asked me not to get into it with her, and he was like, just ignore it. Like, I don't want my ex-wife and my new wife fighting. Like, I just don't want to be in between that. And he was like, leave it alone. I have history with her, and I don't want to go back down that road. So he got upset because I intervened, but he also responded. Yes, he responded, and he was just like, well, I just had enough. And I'm like, well, you can't tell me what to do if you can't do it.
And also, I feel I was like, well, you're also being protective of your partner, where you're like, I want to stick up. I'm in this situation.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And so, especially when it comes to dealing with a woman, like, it's woman on woman, let me deal with her. And, I think me and my castmates, we talk about this sometimes. They're like, well, no, you should let him deal with it. But I'm like, that's been 6 years ago, though. And so, when I see that she's antagonizing him, then I feel the need to step in and say, hey, trying to, to protect my husband. Because, again, those are things that, that are traumatic to him, and I have to deal with that when we go home.
So we haven't seen what happens next with it, but it seems he goes to go on a little walk to get some breath. Mm-hmm. And then from the mid-season trailer, we see y'all at the beach.
Yes.
And the beach does not seem fun in itself.
Yeah. It was a bunch of, it's a bunch of flop.
I'm curious because we don't know totally what happens in the upcoming episode.
Okay.
But we saw in the mid-season trailer that there seems to be conflict between Greg and Quad's boyfriend. Yes. Does that shock you that it kind of got to that place?
You know what? It didn't really quite shock me because I know people's intentions and I see how they move, and I'm not surprised. I mean, think about it. Whenever, Quad and Helly went on this press tour talking about, how Phaedra got Quad kicked out of the group. Mm-hmm. That never happened. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, I think that some of these things were premeditated and planned out. And you tell me once you watch the episode, what you think. Okay. And you don't even have to read between the lines. It's going to be very, very, very clear.
And do you feel like now, after all of it, because with you and Quad, of course, I never expected you guys to go frolicking together, like skipping in the sun, but right. Getting to a more, I feel for a while you guys were just kind of at a place of peace in the sense you didn't try to come at each other. Do you feel after this trip there's hope for you guys to get back to a better or more neutral place?
I would hope so. I want to get to a neutral place. I think that I have to let her know what my expectations are within this group of her and dealings with my husband. And so, I think that I have to really just create a clear line with her to say, hey, don't come for my husband.
That's going to be very, very hard for them to understand your side of the story because that group got so much history with Quad.
We won't have no problems. I mean, that's just as simple. I mean, everybody is protective over their loved ones, especially their spouse. And so, let's not make it awkward than what it needs to be,
At Chamberlain University, we believe in the grit to be strong, belong to something greater.
This new year, shop kitchen essentials at Hobby Lobby. Make your space inviting. Make it neat and unique.
And it seems like you guys are the only people with some awkwardness with spouses and ex-spouses on this trip because
Yeah.
Apollo appears.
Yes.
How, without giving too much away, how was his energy in the mix? And do you think that was someone intentionally being messy?
I think that he came with a vendetta. Yeah, I think that he definitely had some things to say. It was interesting that he came.
I wish, yeah.
It was interesting that he came because I'm like, oh, you could have dressed this back at home. You know, and dropped off the kids. You know, like, but okay, sure. But it was an interesting moment.
I know it kind of adds to the vibe of a lot of your castmates not loving Phaedra being involved in the group. Do you feel that's still the overall theme of a lot of people kind of being like, I don't want her in the mix?
I think that they do want her in the mix. I think that they just want the messy Phaedra. You know, this group of ladies, they love drama as much as they like to. You know, they throw rocks and hide their hands. But you know, that's what they want from Phaedra, and I think Phaedra is, you know, she's a different person now. You know, and I think that people have to be understanding of people in their journey. You know, she went through a lot when she was on Housewives and all that. And so I think that she wanted to introduce herself a little differently. Mm-hmm. And they just want that old messy Phaedra. And
Messy Phaedra had some fun moments. Yeah. So I understand. I get at one level that they, you know, they're like, oh, bring that back. We understand that Phaedra has become a new person. Mm-hmm. Do you feel her going back to Atlanta Housewives, any of the messiness will come back out, or do you think she's going to bring the change version there?
I think that she's gonna bring the change version. She doesn't shy away from conflict though. I don't think that she does. I think that she doesn't mind addressing it. She wants to have fun. But I think that she wants that natural conflict. And so she told me, these ladies are weird. Like I don't know if this is gonna work. She's like, it's not usually like this. But you know, she's been in the reality TV sphere before, and so she's giving me a lot of guidance and, you know, a lot of love and support, and I appreciate that. That's something I'm getting that I don't get that enough about her.
Yeah, because that's what I love watching you and her have moments together. So I'm like, this is like it feels like it's like a true friendship that is growing and blossoming.
Yes, and we've had our moments like last year. You guys probably didn't get to see, but we've had our moments. Mm-hmm. But you know, I would say that we have a true sisterhood.
I mean, while it could be fun for you, I hope her plans is to steal you to Atlanta Housewives because I love your Martin Medicine. But would that entice you?
So Melody called Martell a coward. You be all up in a woman's face, but you ain't got no smoke for Ken. And then she tell Kimmy to shut up. I'm talking to Nell. Oh.
It's not funny. Here's my whole thing with it. Like I told her before, it was way before me. The problem I had with her is the omitting, and with him, stuff like that. Like making little, you know, innuendo. People take that and they be like, he's telling the truth.
Did you feel like Martell was trying to insinuate to the world that...
You ain't got nothing to say to him? That man right there?
Go ahead on now. Call Mr. Coward out. He's a coward. Now he'll get in you and all the women's faces, and later on he gonna go get in Nell's face. The coward that he is. Call him out, Nell. Call him out.
Martell was trying to insinuate to the world that...
You ain't got nothing to say to him? That man right there? That man right there say he don't like that. You ain't got nothing to say to that man sitting right there? Because you argue with all the females. So you ain't got nothing to say. So you don't have nothing to say to that man right there?
Is Maurice a female?
I'm just asking. I mean, because he had a lot of bass in that voice.
No. It's fine. Okay, I'm not too gaslight anything. If he was disrespectful, I would say something. But he's not being disrespectful. And it's cool.
And you was quiet on the set.
Damn, Maurice, why you gotta... She made a good joke. Good point. Because he's not disrespectful.
It was a joke. And you know when I do say, I do feel that. So, if I was in the shoes, I was in the same thing.
So let me ask you this. Do you feel like you owe Ken an apology because you have made tons of jokes?
Oh, like what? Give me one.
Okay.
You just made a joke.
When Melody says something, Melody says, shut up. When I'm talking to you.
That's not goddamn him. That's not true.
I'm not going to.
Stop talking about that.
You might need to go switch these things.
See, there you go. That's what you're talking about. You get smart with women, but you a coward. He is a coward, you guys. Ooh.
Well, hush up talking to me.
And got her husband sitting next to her husband. He Martell. He a coward too. That's right, Melody. He is not gonna get in men's face.
Sit over there and just shut the hell up.
Hey, Fletch, I'm sorry, sir.
Hey, Martell.
Nail.
Okay.
There we go.
The thing is this. Why did you feel the need to intimate that you did not know who Trisha was
In the beginning. She looked different from when I met her years ago.
You said that Trisha was not hot enough for you to sleep with when you first met her.
Did I say
that's
that?
a lie.
You did say that.
Yeah, you did say it.
That's a lie.
Is that true?
Hey, Kristen, Martell asked you, was there anybody in the gym that you was working out in that you could send him information about, and you sent him or you told him Trisha's name and he went and found her?
You saw what Neil did. Neil said, "Don't ignore him. Tell the truth. She do not want him taken up for Martell." But Chris denying that he hooked him up, but he admit that he hooked him up.
On social media, and you like, damn, Martell, how you do that fast? What happened or not?
I was working out in the gym, and
Bedbug, you hear that? That's your man. That's your man, Bedbug.
Martell and I were having a conversation on the phone, and he did ask, is there any females in there? What I told Martell was, yes, there's one walking by right now. She's always in the gym. I told him her name. That was all I did.
And then, Martell, you took it upon yourself to go on Instagram and find her.
Of course.
And then you slid in her DMs.
Of course.
And then you invited her to your home to work out.
No, we supposed to work out at a gym.
Because you also said you didn't remember whether it was a gym or a house. Because, gyms have weight machines. They have sanitizer. And they also have workout benches. And a house normally has a kitchen with a couch, a lazy boy.
Well, see, when he sent me the address, I thought it was going to a clubhouse out there. Because
there she go again with another story. Oh, we're supposed to be going to the gym. Now we're going to the club. But you end up in Melody's house, in her marriage or home.
When I Google the address, it seemed like a nice ass neighborhood. So I'm like, and I guarantee you there is a clubhouse out there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I train people at clubhouse right now.
So you admit that you went inside of Mary's man home. And at this time, this show has been on for 7 years.
Uh-oh, he done found something else. He looked over at her and said, well, they wasn't married, was they? That's what he asked her. They wasn't married. She done lied to him again and told him that they was not married.
This being a small town, when a Martell Holt DMs you, real talk, between us girls, did you really think that he wanted to work out with you being a female trainer?
Well, I didn't know Martell's character. And at the time...
No. Did you know Martell was married to Melody?
I know any knowledge of their marriage until he told me at the house.
You never watched the show?
I did not.
No way y'all looking so surprised. A lot of people don't watch that show. No, they don't watch that shit.
Never watched it.
You a man.
But see, I was going through a lot. At that moment, it was a lot of, let me just say, death going on.
Do you feel that Martell set her up to be seen as a loose woman?
100%. And I think it's cap that he didn't call her over there for other intentions. If one of my homies hit me up and like, hey, man, there's this pretty beautiful woman. She goes to the gym.
What beautiful woman?
If I know she's a trainer, yeah, I might use that to lure her over, but my intentions ain't training.